Hello everyone, very good evening to meet you all over here in today's video. And today the topic which I got to share with you all is about overthinking. Yes, this is a very important topic which is like a part and parcel in our life. Every single minute it pops up in our brain. You might think like why is this happening? Because our brains are hardwired through centuries, all these years it has been programmed to react in that way through the evolution of the mankind, from ancient to the today's world which we live in. Overthinking is it is not something which cannot be treated, but it can be treated if we gotta give some effort in overcoming that through small steps or practices which we gonna inculcate in our daily routines. So the statistics says that in a given minute, our brain thinks for about 2000 to 3000 thoughts arises in our brain. So this is how it works. It is a hardwired machine. Lots of neurons are working every single moment, instructing the body, like controlling the involuntary functions and so on. So let's go to the way of resolving how to get rid of this overthinking. So whenever we are put into any situation, for example, if you're gonna have a discussion with which is something very important in a meeting, or if you're gonna have discussion with your family members for taking some important decisions in your life, just be at the present rather than thinking a lot about the past and the future. So if you got to focus on being in the present, most of the times your overthinking will be surpassed or it will be suppressed to at least certain extent. For example, if you are having a conversation with your friend, uh, if he's gonna ask you a certain question, your voice in your mind will bubbles up immediately. Why is he asking that question? Why should I answer him this way? What made him to ask him all these questions? All these voices pops out in your brain and you will start to listen to it. So rather than listening to that voice from your brain, be in the present and live the moment with the person answering the questions, whatever you know out of your expertise or anything, so that that voice will be suppressed and you're going to answer the person being in the present. Think in this way, like this is something for the good we are speaking. So in that way you can overcome this voice which is popping up when you are into some situation. For example, just give it a try. At least comparatively 50% you can overcome by suppressing that mind voice that is not listening to it and just living in the present and reacting to the situation. The next time, eventually, just give a little more push from your side that suppressing the mind was completely like I'm doing good, this is for the good reason we are doing, rather than listening to the mind, that a voice in the brain. Just live in the present and do it and give it a push. You will be comparatively seeing the results, which is like, so last time it will be like 50% you would have achieved it. Eventually the next time when you're going to give the effort again, you would have achieved it to 70%, 75% from the previous one. So eventually when you make it as a practice every single day or any situation you are put into, you would have achieved the new person in you by completely overcoming that mind voice which is like popping up every single time when you are doing some activities. So this is all about how we can overcome this overthinking, and it helped me a lot. See, we cannot be a superhuman being or a programmed machine. We cannot work like without thinking anything, because we all are programmed in such a way. Our brain is has become, or out of the evolution it has become like that. It is supposed to work in that way by overthinking. But eventually if we're gonna have a practice of giving it a try, not to listening to the self-doubt or the voice that is popping up, it will help us to become a person who we want to become in the future, And eventually you will wonder, how did I become the new I am, rather than being a person who used to think a lot in the past. So you will be happy to see the new you by practicing all these steps in your everyday activity, if I could say. And this is all about the tips for overthinking. And I would like to narrate a small story for this overthinking. For example, if you are driving a car or a flight in the journey of your dream or your passion or whatever, you shall take it in your way. So this self doubt arises every time. Why the s- probability or the possibility of the success ratio is very less, even I'm giving so much of effort in this case. Yes, this arises because the success is not immediately seen for anything which we gotta take uh, into consideration. Or any journey, if you see, we don't achieve the success immediately. The success eventually comes when we give it a try. So you are riding that journey of you're riding that flight of your journey towards your dream life. This self-doubt will bubbles up or pops up immediately, telling why you're not achieving your success, why there is no improvement. So if you're gonna give this success a backseat in your flight and ride your journey, you will be achieving your success eventually in the near future, or any time it is gonna, when is the right time for you to achieve it. Or if you're gonna give this self-doubt or this voice a pilot seat in your journey, then that journey is defeated for sure. Because you cannot give this self doubt or a limiting belief your pilot seat into your journey. You can have them on your back seat and tell, see how I ride the journey, or how I'm um, traveling, or how I am taking this journey into my life. You shall make them to watch yours, but you cannot give them your pilot seat in your journey and give it a control over the ride or the journey which you are into. So this is what I would like to share as a small story to the knowledge of my extent. I hope everybody would have loved this, because this has helped me a lot. I thought everybody would be having having this useful when you're gonna inculcate in all these practices in your life as well. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I hope everybody have enjoyed this. Just put it in the chat like what are all the topics you would like to hear from me, so that I can do the best of my ability in the near future. Wishing you all a great success, sending you all the lots of love, abundance and peace. Thank you.